it's passionate and it's lively, and you really see them listening to each other and taking each other in. And it may not be love at first sight, but it's a significant attraction at first sight, and it's beautifully played by the pair of them. And we realize that they both, and they're quite honest about this, want to see each other again, but they have great sort of spiritual manners. I mean, there's a tremendous chemical edge. You can feel a kind of passion between them, but they are respectful and they are shy at times, but they want to meet each other again. And when they do and meet at the ball, we eventually find out that he is indeed the prince, and she was sort of fooled. But does that mean that he is unavailable to her or won't want to see her, a girl who is not a princess? That leads to the kinds of dramas you might expect in the second half of a story like Cinderella. So there's a bit of despair, a bit of jeopardy, a bit of will they, won't they. But it starts off as with two equals, both of whom, stand side by side, and ends the same way actually, but with lots of highs and lows of drama in between. There is a befuddled quality about the fairy godmother in the original movie. What Helena brings is an extension and elaboration of that. She's, again, very passionate, very witty, but not always in complete control of her magic. She's utterly devoted to Cinderella. Clearly, there's a maternal feeling for her. She's indeed her godmother, albeit a fairy godmother, so you feel that sort of familial care and concern. But she has a fabulous dottiness about her that while she's in the middle of this rush to get Cinderella ready for the ball on time, still allows her own little deviations and cul-de-sacs to be walked down as she is amused by how difficult it is or isn't to make a pumpkin turn into a carriage, or a mouse into a footman, or a lizard into a coachman, or a mouse into a horse, I should say. And that relish in the rush to the ball gives us a sense that in her hands everything will be all right. And I think that this very active, very charismatic quality of goodness is also alive there. It suggests goodness can be naughty and twinkly and very satirical and occasionally a little sarcastic. You can still be good and have all of that fun. And I think Helena's fairy godmother does that. And as a result, we enjoy spending time with her enormously. Her journey is to be the living exemplar of using goodness as a kind of superpower, and doing so always with good humor. At one point, when one character is in difficulty, and this is what a famous philosopher once said when asked what's the secret of life, and he said, "Be cheerful." Cinderella is cheerful. Doesn't mean she doesn't hurt. Doesn't mean she doesn't experience pain and loss and difficulty and challenge. But she is cheerful, and that comes from an open soul and an open heart. And the journey, I suppose, is for her to have all sorts of storms and tempests play around those very delicate organs, and to come out not only surviving them, but even more robust and strong. And meantime, if you can help people along the way, that's good.